5 lessons you can learn from Jesus' teachings. First one, the importance of forgiveness. Jesus' parables often emphasize the value of forgiving others, even those who have wronged us in some way. One well-known example is the parable of the prodigal son found in Luke chapter 15 verses 11 to 32, in which a father forgives his wayward son and welcomes him back with open arms. The second lesson is the power of faith. Many of Jesus' parables demonstrate the transformative power of faith and the importance of trusting in God's plan. For example, the parable of the mustard seed in Matthew chapter 13 verses 31 and 32 teaches that even a small amount of faith can grow into something much larger and more significant. The third lesson is the need for humility. Jesus often used parables to teach the importance of humility and the dangers of arrogance and pride. The parable of the Pharisee and the tax collector, for instance, in Luke chapter 18 verses 9 to 14, emphasizes the value of humbly acknowledging our own shortcomings and weaknesses. The fourth lesson is the call to love our neighbor. Jesus always emphasized the need to love and care for those around us, regardless of their background or circumstances. The parable of the Good Samaritan in Luke chapter 10 verses 25 to 37 is a classic example of this, showing how our compassion and kindness can make a real difference in the world. The fifth lesson is the promise of eternal life. Finally, many of Jesus' parables offer hope and assurance of eternal life for those who believe in Him. The parable of the rich fool, for example, in Luke chapter 12 verses 16 to 21, warns us against putting too much emphasis on worldly possessions and encourages us to focus on building up treasures in heaven instead.